Hello and welcome to WNC Original Music, episode 98, the Oldsmobile episode. Very happy to have returning this week for part 2 of their episodes, the band Salti Ray. They are an indie rock band from upstate South Carolina consisting of band members Mary Norris, Houston Garrett, Noel Taylor, and Jacob Lightsey. Although I will say that Jacob Lightsey does not appear on this recording. He had not joined the band yet, so I do not vouch for him. I'm sure he's a fine young man. Anyway, this was recorded live at French Broad River Brewery in Asheville, North Carolina, both the music and the interview, and you'll be able to hear some street noise at the interview, which I think really makes it a little bit special, especially the sirens and the passers-by and cries for help, that sort of thing. Salti Ray have an EP coming out soon, so make sure to check the show description and also their Facebook page for more information on that. It should be out within a few days of you hearing this episode, or if you're listening to it late, a long time ago. You can find the band at saltiray.com, and Salti is spelled with an I, and you can also find them by searching Salti Ray, S-A-L-T-I, Ray, on Facebook, Instagram, and wherever you get your quality social media posts. Oh, and one more thing. Salti Ray was nice enough to send us a track from their upcoming EP. It's their latest single, actually, and very happy to be having this. It's a really good song, and you'll hear that soon. And here is Salti Ray.
Tables will turn. yourself a road and your passion's free. Times 'twas spoken unto me. Purge yourself of that which is unclean.
Damn, I'm about to cry right now.
I'm about to cry right now. There's the sirens in the back. Ragdoll. So that one is so a lot of the songs that Noelle and I and Houston and I play are songs that I've written, and then like she adds leads and he adds drums. But a few of the songs are co-writes between Noelle and I. And so Ragdoll was a song where she came to me. We
had
were
a concept, and I had the guitar part, and I was like, Mary.
And you had a melody.
I had a melody in one line. I was like, you do everything else.
She's like, I can't write lyrics. And she's like, say it's about next.
Read the lyrics. Form your own story.
Yeah. So she had the concept. She gave me a little melody for the verse and had one line and was like, write the rest. And so I did. And I wrote the melody for the chorus, composed some strings for it. There's some videos floating around somewhere on the internet of us playing it with strings. They're not great. Don't watch them.
But they're out there.
But they're out there for you hardcore Salti Ray fans, all two of you.
Are these videos you guys put out? You seem like surprised. We've stumbled upon these videos.
This is like someone in the audience, like with a shaky cell phone camera,
like a potato.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like you guys writing in a hotel room from a camera you didn't know was there or something like that.
Oh god,
we were actually in a hotel room, and we found this footage of someone, I guess, was hiding in the bathroom.
The window,
outside the window, 3 stories up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of
from a hotel across from a telescope.
Yeah.
No sound except the guy. He's really getting creepy. Let's move on to the next thing. What are like some of you guys milestones or accomplishments you've had in your musical careers? Quitting college is
graduating college.
Yeah.
Releasing our first single. That was such a big deal.
Being on the radio too.
Being on the radio, yeah. WNCW played our song. We're like, OMG, and then I think it's a little thing, but it made me really excited. Is when we released our single on Thursday. Extra Chill wrote up an article about us, and that made me happy because I didn't usually you have to reach out and you're like, hey, we're musicians, we're local, we're getting started, we're putting out music, please, write up a premiere for us or write something about us. And like my friend was like, yo, Extra Chill wrote an article about y'all, and I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you didn't see it? And I was like, really? And so that was cool, just to have them do that for us without us having to reach out. I was like, okay, that makes me feel good, What's the name of this podcast again? This is WNC? Western North Carolina.
WLK. MLK.
What does it say? Pasta?
Past accomplishments.
I thought it said pasta.
Pasta accomplishments.
Yeah. Have you guys had any pasta lately?
I've made some pretty good dank pasta.
I love pasta.
Yeah. Dank pasta?
Dank.
That's one of my favorite
Pretty
foods.
good and dank.
Mm-hmm. She makes really good pasta. That ziti dish she made.
That ziti dish.
That was. I think about that. I literally sometimes out of nowhere in the middle of the day, I'm just like, dang, like Noelle, make some ziti for me.
When I'm not a musician with Salti Ray, I'm just cooking all the time.
The best vegan dishes you'll ever have in your life.
You gotta have life balance.
What?
You gotta have life balance. So that's good.
Life balance.
Life balance.
Is that what the brand is called? I buy it.
It's a.
Wait, I'm thinking light. Is that light life? Is that what it's called?
It's a philosophy of how to live. A balance of life. It's just a balance. Like you play music.
Why did you word it like that?
It's a very common phrase.
Is it? Because I've never
I knew what he was
fucking
talking
heard
about.
of it.
I was like, Noel's tripping right
Come after me, okay.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to.
We're all multifaceted people.
If you don't
boy.
have your own self-esteem, store-bought is fine.
Life balance, self-esteem. If you're looking for a band to sponsor, we've just made your
Like, what
major
is it?
commercial.
Sitting on the bed, waiting for one more chance to break, to get the hell out of here. Mama comes knocking, she comes to retrieve the glory. She don't seem so proud. There's another line far beyond confines. Thank you guys.
A different sun or a diff sun?
A different.
Have you
sun.
ever had diff sun? It is delicious.
Dip some.
You should learn how to make that. Yeah.
A different sun? I was like 17 when I wrote this song. I wrote that song
Got tired
actually.
of the regular old sun.
Yeah, I was like, I need a different one, dude. Like, this is so old.
We need a new government and a different sun.
A new government, a different sun. This one ain't cutting it. So I wrote this song about a friend of mine who was having some problems at home, and so she like ran away But she lived 3 doors down from me, so she didn't run away very far because she just came to my house. And I was like, I know her mom's just going to show up and be like, yo, where's my daughter at? And she did. But that's kind of what I based a lot of that off of, is from like my own self-reflection of like where I'm going, and also like I'm in the midst of trying to kind of help and my friend and take care of her. So
Did everything work out?
Yeah, I think so. She's doing great now. We still keep in touch sometimes. So that was a long time ago. But that's where the lyric "Mama comes knocking, she comes to retrieve her glory." It's talking about she's like, all right, you need to come back home.
More from Salti Ray in just a few moments. I want to remind you to follow them at saltiray.com. That's salty with an I. And also search Salti Ray on Facebook and Instagram, and also on Spotify. If you go follow them on Spotify, you will automatically see their EP when it comes out. But make sure to follow them at Salti Ray, or go check in and see when that new EP comes out later this week. Make sure to follow the podcast. You can just go to WNCoriginalmusic.com, and there's episodes there, and also links to other places to get the podcast. And you can find WNC Original Music just by searching that at all your major podcast platforms. If your podcast platform does not carry WNC Original Music, please let me know, because I would like to have a word with them, a friendly word, but stern. Also, make sure to follow WNC Original Music on Facebook and Instagram for extras like videos and other stuff from the podcast, and then some stuff that's not related at all. And also our associated group, WNC Musicians for Change, which is a group of loosely affiliated group of Western North Carolina musicians and people from outside WNC as well sometimes. It's a group that focuses on social change and good causes, and we've got a compilation out right now focusing on encouraging voting and promoting voting rights and access, and you can find that at wncoriginalmusic.bandcamp.com. It's a whole bunch of really good free music, and it's got links there directing you where to go to support the voting efforts, or giving you valuable information about voting. Again, it's all free, and we're not even really taking donations for it, although there are links to donate to voting organizations if you choose to. But mainly, we just want you to vote.
Hello, this is Brian Wagner from Vagabond Crow, and you're listening to WNC Original Music.
Follow me heaven, rather make me. No matter where I've been, will you take me? Take me.
Your eyes
you're here, girl. Still love this life. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe I just feel alone, a world somewhere to hide. No matter where the story goes, I gotta lose my pride. Baby steps are all I need to reach a better me. It doesn't really matter if you are there to see. Maybe I'll stumble. That's fine with me. As long as I'm going, as long as I see. It's Mr. Houston Garrett on drums and vocals.
Humble. That's an old one too. I think it was like 16, 17. It's about trying to find love and all that cheesy stuff. You know, that's pretty much it. There's not much else to that. Being humble. Humility.
Walking humbly.
Oh, I like
humbly,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. This is good for this audio podcast. I'm not even going to say what just happened. I'm going to let people
Just
wonder.
don't
She just said
explain
walk
it.
humbly.
Just don't explain it.
Yeah. But she said it with like
You
an
know,
air
walk
of
humbly.
certainty that
Like, what the hell is she
immediately
talking
my
about?
posture improved just from you saying that. Wait, no, worse, humbly, yeah. My posture degraded. You guys have any other projects that you work on other than being in Salti Ray, musical projects?
I do.
I'm
Yeah.
a hired gun, basically.
Oh, yeah?
That's what I do.
Get a little closer.
I'm a hired gun, basically. That's what I do.
Or bring it back. Like, get a little
this, 'cause
closer.
I
Oh,
like-
yeah,
I
that's
like
good.
being-
All right,
my microphone.
now we're on WNC Original Music After Dark. I guess the whole thing has been After Dark. So you play, like, studio sessions, that sort of thing with people? Or
Live shows.
yeah.
People reach out to me, Facebook. They're like, "Hey, we need you for the show." I'm like, "Okay, I'll be there." That's it.
So I am starting a side project. Well, I play solo a lot. Play by myself, just as my name right now. That'll probably change at some point, but I just play little solo things. I do some studio work here and there. I just recently played guitar on a friend of mine, Stacy Capers. She's so good. Played some guitar for some music that she's working on. I'm also starting a side project with some friends called Implied Nudes. And we'll just do... It's like a...
Silhouettes.
Yeah, silhouettes. That's it. But all of us, we're songwriters, and we just have music that we don't really play with anyone else. Like, I have lots of songs I don't play with Salti Ray, and we're, like, just going to get together and just play them all together, all of our songs, and work on them with each other. And
Last night I said I loved you, pressing your chest in the driveway. Oh, was it the last time, babe, I would ever hold you? What does it mean to be deserving of all the art I've made before this? I know you say that don't make sense, but I'll keep writing till it do. Oh, any song I play for you. reason for alarm. You know that they don't have the same charm that you and I do. Am I a fool to keep on waiting? If you love him, let him go. But I don't want to, oh no. Maybe it's the right thing. Maybe it's the right thing. You know that you love. Baby, it's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing. You know the places you don't go only lets me know that you think about me too.
The Right Thing. Oh, man. Yeah, that's a recent one. I wrote that song when I was kind of in the middle of a breakup, sort of a breakup. I wrote that song when I was kind of in a situation with someone where it wasn't really clear that we were dating, but it was kind of understood that we were, and we were kind of like breaking up, and I was like, I don't really want to let go of this, but maybe it's the right thing for me to do right now. Like, maybe this isn't good for me, and that's pretty much the gist of the song.
What would the other person, how would they represent the situation?
I
I
think
feel like Noelle is mad at me for asking that question.
I feel
The
like
dumbass. The dumbass question.
I feel like they shared the sentiment that they did not want to let go, like they didn't want to give it up either, but I think they also felt like it was probably the right thing to do. Why do I write all these emotional songs? Like,
And
every
he's always
question
like,
always end up getting deep.
"All right."
And he's like, all right, wow, that was heavy. I'm crying.
Okay, I want to thank Salti Ray for being on the show. That's part 2. We should have at least one more part with Salti Ray. Again, remember, they've got an EP coming out in the next couple of days. Follow them at saltiray.com, Salty with an I, for information on that. That last song you heard, The Right Thing, that is one of their songs off that album. Also, follow them on Facebook and Instagram for information on where they're going to be playing live as well. They've already started playing live a little bit, or playing live again, I should say. I think you can tell just from this recording how good a live band they are, and they've only gotten better because this was probably almost a year ago, I think, and they've only gotten better since then. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, WNC Original Music, wherever you get your podcast, or just go to WNCOriginalmusic.com. For this week's closing song, we have a track from Funeral Lakes. They are an indie rock band out of Canada. You can find them at funerallakes.bandcamp.com, and also you can find them by searching Funeral Lakes on Facebook and Instagram and all those places. So don't forget to visit them, visit Salti Ray, visit WNC Original Music, and most of all, get out and vote. Have a good week.
Go where you go till you gotta go. Don't you know what you know, what you know, what you gotta know? Well, you can't feel right and you don't wanna fight anymore. Yeah, it feels alright when my head is like hammer flow. Earth falls and then begins again. Our home is on fire again. Earth falls and then begins again. Our home is all we ever had. Did it flow? Tell me, did it flow? Systems broke, what a joke, blowing smoke, guess we gotta go. Oh, night after night in my head, I will try to keep score. I awake in a fright, I resign, I will bleed once more. Earth falls and then begins again. Our home is all fire again. Earth falls and then begins again. Our home is all we ever had. I'm wide awake in the golden season. I'm getting by, though we're barely breathing. I eulogize what I'm now seeing. I am alive in this golden season. Earth falls, 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 earth falls.
Right. So